Hi, and welcome to Star Lighthouse. I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Virgo. This is a generic read, so please take all those messages that resonate with you, and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. Virgo, I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That'd be very helpful. Virgo, how are you doing? How is December so far? Maybe you're able to find some sort of contentment in this year. If this year was hard for you, maybe some sort of silver lining. Just trying to turn the corner on this year. Alright, Virgo, let's focus on the question that brought you to the reading. Take a deep breath. Let everything else go. That question on your mind, and let's see if this reading has an answer for you. Waiting for the world, or the entire world is watching you right now. What's been blocking it? 10 of Chalices. 10 of Chalices, like, it's not about inner contentment, also strong committed relationship, past situation, 2 of Coins. So it could be that the world, like, is kind of, a lot of people kind of are bringing you this relationship. In past you were juggling multiple situations, but now it seems like everything is taking you towards one particular relationship to possibly get content and like be committed to it. In the past you were like floating around a lot, even like work was interfering in settling down, and the world over here is like people around you who truly want your happiness. They're like pushing you towards settling down, and like not settling down per se, but like getting committed so that you can find that stability and emotional groundedness. Mind's ambition, 6 of Chalices. 6 of Chalices is probably you are going through that mental phase where now you know that you're moving towards commitment, so you're missing. Basically, your mind is craving sort of that individualness that now you're about to, like, that would go sideways. So it's like you're reminiscing about either single days or just like not being truly, like having your possible options open, that kind of perspective, that's going away. So that is like coming at a psychological closure. So don't think too much about it. If you are going through that emotional phase where you're going to, it's also like you are overdoing things that gives you that freedom. You're overdoing those things right now, and that's a natural process. It's just like your mind, your psychology is just basically craving for that singlehood to stay, and that's perfectly natural. Mind's ambition, or heart's desire, 7 of Chalices. Interesting. So it seems like you are committing to this person. It could also be like in the past, I said like they could have a multiple relationship, or you committing to the person, you know that. Past you were between like juggling situations like work, and like your efforts were basically, your mind was in 2 different places attached to your work and relationship. But it seems like a very nice time because like towards holidays, end of holidays, you're meeting family and like you can connect to people, like even just virtually, and it's more settled way. So it seems like everyone is moving you towards that direction, and then so you're craving, your psychology is craving individualness, like singlehoodness, because it understands you are about to shift a phase and you would become committed. And on the other side, you're also daydreaming about this future. Seven of Chalices is like a daydreaming card. See how all the seven birds are flying? It's a daydreaming card, so you're daydreaming about the future too. So it's really nice. It's like a transition process. Your mind and heart is understanding it. Just like your mind is processing those old memories that are showing up, or like that craving to stay single, like keep doing things that give you that feeling of freedom, because now it understands that it's going away. And Seven of Chalice is like, oh, like, and you're also excited about the near future situations. Four of Swords. So in this scenario, it's like, okay, you will like get over it. They might be like, once the situation becomes reality where you are committed, there might be that initial phase, like one single night or something, where you'd be like, okay, can I handle this? But you'll be fine with it. Suggested advice: Ace of Cups. And context for this advice: Two of Swords. So you're going to share your cup. That's so Two of Swords over here. It's like you both, in fact, would come together to start building a new. So in the past, if you were worried about work or some sort of financial commitment, this relationship, committing to this relationship might bring together, like you might with that person bring and create new opportunities where both of you would be like involved. So it's sort of like working together, and Ace of Chalice is like for a common goal, for something you both believe together. It's like for a common goal, you both will come along and like work towards that. So that could also be, Four of Swords could also be suggesting that there might be some, like if you're closing down a whole altogether a way, like financial way of life, so that closing down could have some either loss of relationships or like basically you just need a psychological closure for that. And so Four of Swords is all about like some of your situations of your past, like being single or your financial commitments, they're going away. And that's where Four of Swords is just taking some restful time. And when you get committed in that moment, just if you feel that anxiety, can you handle this? Or if you feel the anxiety, oh, like I'm not single anymore, or like would this work out or not? All that anxiety, just let it pass through you. Don't worry about it. Hopes and fears. Number 9 card, Hermit. And potential outcome. 9 of Swords, Nightmare. So this seems like that's why this is blocked right now. There is a resistance in your mind. There's fear in your mind. Fear about, is this the person the one? Because this seems to be like, see how at the bottom, like two of them seem to be married. This seems to be like a complete commitment, and everyone around you. See in the world card, everyone is watching you, so everyone around you is bringing that to you. And they believe this is the person because that they understand how this person is the right person for you. And rather than blocking, like, so right now, because you're blocking it, you have these nightmares going on. And so it might not be that you're active blocking it, you might be circumventing the conversation about getting committed. And because you're circumventing the conversation, it's not truly helping you, because at night you are constantly awake, you have a lot of these burning questions on your mind. Is this the person the one? Am I making a mistake? Am I doing the right thing? It's like, what about my future, about my finances? A lot of that is going on, like a lot of speculation. Not able to find that ace of chalices, that true trust in yourself. So it also might be wise in this moment to have maybe few days of break, like 2 or 3 days where you completely detach from everyone else. If that's not possible, maybe a day where you can detach from everyone else and you're just doing like a lot of silent, either sitting or like silent work, maybe like just as simple as like cleaning the house, doing laundry, doing dishes. Silent work where your mind can just talk to itself. It's like if you look at this monk in this hermit card, it's walking with that sounding stuff, but at the same time it's so like in a sleep state that mind, so walking as if like it's sleepwalking, and the mind can think during that time. Same thing, like take a day off, just detach from everyone, do like house chores where you don't have to connect with everyone. Maybe have a meditative music, like instrumental music, whatever music connects to you, and just, or not even that, just let your mind talk to itself. A day or two of that would would allow your mind to talk to itself, would answer the questions with seemingly some doubts on your mind. And a lot of these doubts are based on either finances or is this the person the one? There is a concept of the one in your mind, so it could be a perfect picture, or it could be as simple as just you, like because of some old psychological issues which could be like related to parent or someone you hold high in regard, their commitment or their committed life didn't go as well as it should have, and that created a psychological impact on your mind that a lot of commitments don't go that way. So that's where that by itself could be the reason you're circumventing the situation. So it just be very good, it could be a very sane idea just to like take a couple of days for yourself and detach from everyone else and just do some soul searching, some like talking to your own self, where you're not seeking answer from anyone outside. Day of house chores, a day of meditation, just a break to find your own answer, to find something that you truly believe in. And really assure you, once you do that, all these nightmares will go away. Nightmares are basically your subconscious mind coming in. Now, because you are in this doubtful state, what it's doing is your subconscious mind is using that doubt as an inceptive thought and creating this fantasy of like everything would go apart. And as I said, it could also be impacted by an old psychology of yours, where someone, your parent, if someone you hold high in regard, their commitment didn't go as well as expected, and that created a mindset in you that everything is doomed to fail or everything is bound to go bad. Even if it is, you should not be blocking an experience that is truly coming to your way by holds of like the entire world. Everyone you know of is literally suggesting you this thing. So now, is there any doubt which is actually about some sort of compatibility issue or some sort of like an actual psychological issue? Then sure, wait out. But if it's not, if you're just doing that because you are some sort of afraid of being single, if you're doing that just because you're hoping for some sort of perfect, which by the way would not happen, if there's any sort of perfection picture in your mind, nobody can match that picture. Nobody can be 100 on 100. It's literally creatively impossible to do that. So detach Find your answer, because everyone truly believes this is for you. Stop looking backwards at your previous way of life, financial life, singlehood life, whatever freeness looked like. Stop looking at your past from whoever's relationship broke down. Stop making them look like your template of life. You are a different person. Stop believing that you would make the same emotional mistakes the other person made, whose template you seemingly in your mind possibly are following. Stop believing that the same person, that you will make that mistake. You're in a very good space with Seven of Chalices is pointing towards that you want to dream about this life of the person, because your mind also understands that in future you both can work together towards a common goal. What's blocking is a partially natural psychological break from a past where mind craves for the same situation again, and a doubt in your mind about would this thing survive in the future. That part has to be released, because then you're creating an expectation. You're building an expectation which that future might not even hold up to. You're letting all those doubts in your sleep state become these extreme nightmares that's blocking you, making you procrastinate your action. So stop doing that. If you're seeking an answer, find within yourself. Take a day out to your attachment from everyone else. Try to take silent pauses where your mind can converse with itself and resolve its own doubt. Try doing that. Virgo, I hope this reading resonated with you. And if it did, there is an extended. In the extended, I would further look at how to release any possible doubt and attachment to the past. Messages from Oracle. All of that is in the extended. The link for that is below in the description box. Virgo, I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining me, and have an amazing week. Bye.